Hi there, Gemini. How you doing? It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. Oops. I'm here to do your September Cartomancy. I'm pulling the tarot card first for you, and then I have the playing cards, of course. And I also am going to take a card from the Animal Spirit deck. So we got a couple goodies in there today. I hope everyone's doing really good. Thanks for joining me and all your wonderful comments and everything you do for me. You guys are really great to me. Wow. Okay. There goes the whole apple cart. Wow. All over the place. What a scatter. Here, hold on a sec. Hopefully I get them all. They went on the floor, on the shelf, all over the place. Wow, quite a few cards here. So I'm just going to take this one that flipped over right on the deck. And I believe that is your card, Gemini. Okay. Oops. Eeks. Let's squeeze those on there. So you have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles suggests that you're beginning to heal from something. Looks like you've spent some time alone on your own. Maybe not exactly, perhaps you don't. Hi, Bets. Perhaps it's not that you don't fit in, but you're not participating or putting yourself in situations that you're not ready for yet. Okay. Because you're not exactly, um, you know, have healed everything. The flower is upside down right now. You can still see that it's a beautiful flower and it's full of life. However, it's not in its optimum growth position. So you're just in the process of turning yourself around. The five is change. The five is figuring out what's not working for you anymore, and changing those things, making some tweaks to yourself for one thing, protect yourself, be able to protect yourself. And I have a feeling it has to do with boundaries as well. Putting some boundaries down so that you're not so vulnerable. So anyway, oh really? Hi, Angie. Oh, thanks, Angie. Your son's a Gemini. Really? Gemini are, so sensitive. They don't show it. They're very strong on the outside, but they're very sensitive people. Or you are Gemini, very real softies actually. But you have a tough exterior. So that's like me too. I'm like that. I have a tough exterior. And I got all this stuff on because I was having sound problems before, or some people were saying that there was real sound issues. So I have this now. Look at, I have the whole professional unit. I've gone all like real professional here. And so in order for the microphone to work, I have to wear headphones. It took me a while to figure that out, but I finally got it figured. So this is why I'm all in this stuff, because I want the sound to be good. No point making all this video if you can't hear me. So let me get your vibes in there for a second, Gemini. Gemini, September 2022, Gemini. All right. This is kind of a slow process, this healing for you, and you should take your time. It's not something that you should rush. You need to feel all the things you're feeling because there's something to learn there about all this about yourself. And this is the things that you need to change. Myself in my life, I've had to develop boundaries, and they're soft boundaries. I'm very polite, but I've asked for that now. I wasn't asking. So it's important that we ask for that respect, that space, that, whatever it is. Okay. So tell me for boundaries. Tell me for Gemini. Tell me for Gemini. What? Woo! Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, there is your card, Gemini, the Jack of Diamonds. This is news coming in. Sometimes I see the Jack of Diamonds literally as the postman. So this could be arriving in the mail, email. It could be arriving in letter form in some way. So, also, I feel too like you're learning something new at a more mature time in your life. So you could be on the precipice of evolving, which is maturing. And it's like when we go from, we were 10 at one time and now we're 17. We're totally different people in that 7 year span. And so, yeah, this is like a new maturity level like that. But this is learning something about yourself that is new, or learning to do something that is new. It's new for you. Okay? So, I think you get the picture. Let's cut these cards here and we'll deal them out. See what you get, what you got, what you get. All right. The issue of boundaries has been coming up a lot lately in readings, in life, in the world. All right. So in the present position, you have the 9 of clubs, the 5 of diamonds, and the 9 of spades. Oops. Just crashed right into it. I'm so not used to this yet. Let me move it ahead a little bit there. Okay. There's something at the work site here. There could be an increase in money. I'm wondering if it's specifically to do with benefits, perhaps health benefits, or you could get like more. You could get benefits at work, be getting benefits at work now where you weren't before, or they're sweetening the deal is what it feels like to me. The deal is being sweetened here, and probably this is happening, not just with you, Gemini, but in the world, because they're really having a hard time finding people to work, and people are not going back to work to be slaves anymore. So they're needing to sweeten the deals for people to come back. And so I feel like this is what this is. And it could have to do with health benefits or perks in some way. It could even be more money too. They could be offering $2 more an hour or something like that. And more benefits, health benefits, where that could be very important depending on where you live. So this could be the news that you're getting, and you're getting it, and you're getting your package, your benefits package, because in a way, the 5 of Pentacles is not healthy. This is not healthy. Like, look at, she feels vulnerable. She feels bare. She's, and even feels perhaps like you can't reach out, or if you do, I don't know, it's limited or something like that. So that could really tie in with that. So coming in, thank you, Tina. That's my girlfriend is just talking to this morning. Thank you, Tina. Very nice. Coming in you have the two of spades, the seven of spades, and the ace of spades. This looks like separation, I've got to tell you, because the two of spades is separating, going your separate ways. All right. This is going to be causing tears and obviously the end of a situation. All right. So this is most likely a relationship. Could be, where you're working. But you're wanting to separate yourself from a job, a person, perhaps where you're living. I'm not sure, but you're, because like I said, you're tweaking, you're changing things, and you're creating boundaries that they're just not right for you. It's not working for you. Maybe no one is a bad person or anything. It's just, this isn't, I need to change this because I'm not happy, it's not working. All right. And perhaps there's part of you that physically can't do what you're doing anymore, so you need to find something different. Above you, you have the king of spades, the ace of hearts, and the eight of spades. Now this is the first person besides the jack that's turned up. The king of spades is usually the single, not by choice person. He could be a she as well. They could have dark eyes, dark features, dark skin, dark hair. Doesn't have to. But they usually are carrying a chip on their shoulder or wearing their pain. It's easy to see that they're still hurting in some way. And this could be you, Gemini, or someone around you. It's obviously important because this is on your mind. This could be someone that you care about. You could have feelings, or you could want love in your life now. You want connection, you want relationship, you want to be close to people, but it's difficult for you. Like maybe conversation, communication could be still crusty. You could be kind of crusty in your communication somehow. But I know that this person, if it's you, whoever, wants love, wants this. So just has to conquer some of the finesse, need a little bit of charm school. I could use that too sometimes because I have no filter, I just like say, and then after I'm thinking, okay, I didn't mean it exactly like that. It's just like a little bit of whipped cream topping kind of. Anyway, in your ambition, your work pile, how you contribute to the world, you have the two of diamonds, the eight of hearts, and the three of clubs. I love this. Okay, there's another thing I want to point out in a sec, but I love this because you're realizing back here that there's something that may not be satisfying to your needs. Maybe there's limited growth, or physically you're having a difficult time performing your work or your task, or it's just too much, like it's too much drama or baloney. So you may decide to part ways. This says tears, so there, it could be somewhere you've been for a long time, could be a relationship, I'm not sure. But over here in this pile, we have union, we have partnership, we have seeing eye to eye, we have investing, and this is also a passionate card too, because this is about feeling passionate, feeling like the wheels could actually go somewhere now, and the eight of hearts says positive communication. Now, this is possibly flirting, okay? Because this is, usually love talk, flirting. It doesn't have to be flirting. It can just be, you know, just really positive talk, changing. Like I said, you know, your approach, perhaps, or how you hear things, even. Maybe it's not how you're talking, how you're receiving, and feeling like, well, I'm not going to take that personally, or, kind of like that. So, anyway, this is a totally different mindset. Um, um, the way you're connecting is very good. Okay. And I also see that, you're working hard at this, it may not be easy for you at first, but it's something that you definitely want to put time and energy in. This could be someone you're meeting, someone that you or a partnership, like a business partnership, because we have money and work here, putting time and energy in. And this is investing passion. This could be like really just good talk between the two of you. And, the ideas are coming up and you're able to work together really well. It doesn't have to be love, but this could be on a work level. Anyway, it's like you were meant to leave that other one, because right on the other side, let me show you with the camera. See, they're right across from each other. So it's like you were meant to leave that, because this, which is all good energy, really good energy, is coming in. That's what's actually waiting for you. So I like it. Oh, the other thing I wanted to point out is the Ace of Spades, suggesting an ending, something that must come to an end. And the Ace of Hearts is springing the new hope, the new beginning, the door opening. I like it. So, what do we got here? What do we got here? Ooh, another 2. Gemini. That makes sense for you, right? The duality. So, this is your exterior influences, how others are seeing you or influencing you. So they see you into forming partnership. This is about working together, working together, working things out. You could be trying to work something out with a King of Diamonds. This could be your dad, doesn't have to be. It could be your mom, it could be feminine. But the thing is the King of Diamonds usually represents the mature person, the older person. They have wisdom, they have experience, they give good guidance, sometimes they give good counsel. This could have something to do with your banker, or the person who has the money to invest. But this could be a bit unexpected, this partnership. It could be real spontaneous out of nowhere, because I think it was something that you were hoping could happen, maybe not with this person specifically, but it was something you were hoping could happen, that you could find a partner or someone to invest with you or whatever, and bang, it happens. I'm going to tell you, an important part of manifesting is saying it out loud. We think a ton of things, but when we say it out loud is when we actually ask for it. Okay. We bring the energy alive. Okay. When you do that. Well, hello, Mama Nose from the UK. Very happy to have you. Angie from Melbourne, Australia. Welcome. Welcome, Tina from Kingston, Ontario. I know where she's from. Just down the street. Welcome. What a nice variety of people here. And from Sydney, Australia, Dina. Welcome. Wow, we got a lot. Well, so it must be kind of late night for you guys right now, eh? Really late night, or I think you're about 14 hours, 16 hours, something like that ahead. Anyway, thanks for hanging in there, man. In your foundation, the root, I like to call this position the root. You have the 4 of Hearts, the 7 of Clubs, and the 3 of Hearts. So there could have been something that, like, this feels like this happened already. And usually the root has happened, and then it springs all this other stuff. Okay. So There could have been a gathering, you could have gotten together with coworkers, friends, family, who knows. And there could have been some conversation that caused you some concern, or they were talking to you because they care about you. They could have been networking with you about other opportunities, or about your personal growth at this time. And I also feel like it's for you, it's about, you're not exactly um isn't that Miss Yali? Miss Yali. I love all your names. It's awesome. Well, I am so glad you're here too. So this is I feel like it's support, people, when people worry about you, but it's not worry, it's more like, hey, well, I heard about a job over at the plant, or the hospital or whatever, and you'd be perfect for it, that kind of support, over you. Someone's concerned over you. Also, they could have concern over you because gone through a difficult time in the past. You've gone through a time of feeling vulnerable, empty, know you needing change in your life, but not exactly sure what or who or where. And I think that some of it is within, you know, healing old hurts of whatever they are. You know what I mean? In some ways, I feel like you didn't feel like you were enough for someone, is what I'm wondering. You didn't feel like you were enough. Okay. So, um, oops, sorry about that. Oops. That's my phone. Listen, it's a motorcycle. Hear it? Okay, I gotta turn that down because I thought I had it right off, but sorry about that. Right off. There we go. Um, had to let you listen to that though. So yeah, I think you're really into making positive working relationships. I think you're very interested in um, bringing more love in your life, whether that's in family, friendships. You want to be happier, I think you want to get away from negative talk too, gossip, perhaps, fear talking, that sort of thing, because perhaps that can get you going very easily, and you don't need triggers. You're like, I don't need any friggin' triggers. So you're kind of changing what you're letting in, you know what I mean? What you're letting close to your shore, sort of thing, okay? And so in your surprise pile, you have the four of spades, the jack of spades, and the six of diamonds. This is a very interesting little pile here. So okay, so you don't expect this, all right, is what I want you to know. So you start feeling doubt. You're not sure which direction you should be going. You're not sure if you're in the right place where you are right now. And sometimes we get at that point, is what's our life purpose? We can get there like every 10 years and think, oh, what am I supposed to be doing? I feel like I don't even feel like I'm doing the right thing, or, that rut sort of thing. Okay. And you may have gotten into a little bit of trouble, like whatever trouble is for you, whatever level of life you live on, so it could be just little things, minor arguments, it could be, whatever. But the thing is that what's happening for you is you're coming right out of this. You're going through, I think that there's money coming to you from some sort of troubling situation. Somebody else could have tried to bring in some trouble into your world, or there could have been trouble that what you weren't at fault at. It was, if someone hits you with a car, or dings your car while it's parked or something like that. I feel like there's some sort of money coming to you from some sort of trouble or accident or something like that. I don't see you getting hurt. I don't see you getting harmed, but I feel like there could be damage to your vehicle, or something like that. I feel if it's a vehicle situation, whatever it is, it's standing still, the thing. And so whatever the trouble is, like say the neighbor's tree falls into your yard, I don't know, but I don't feel it's your fault. Okay, and I feel like you got money coming to you. Also, I feel like if you get stagnant, Gemini, you need to be careful, because you can get in a lower mood. You need to be busy. You need to be doing things. You need to be inspired. You need to be creative, active, or you can, get in that, um, just stuck. And it's not just stuck physically, it's more the mental stuff, that you get stuck, and you feel like you're not going anywhere, doing anything. Because I think you're the kind of person that needs to feel ambitious, like there's always some sort of growth happening for you. And I think financially, your things are going well for you here. I think you're making some big changes in your life. Part of it's in communication, how you receive information, how you know, put it out there. I see you being really friendly, and making a lot of creating a lot of new relationships, like good working connections, good relations here. Okay, there is something that you're leaving behind. It's not a person. Well, I mean, they're not um they're not ending. The situation is ending. Okay. um I also feel like you're just at a time when you need a change in your life. So let's see what the animal spirit has to say. Okay. You're right on the verge here. And, part of the thing with the communication, this positive networking, reaching out, is you're learning from other people how to get along. I think you get along with people. Oh, there's your card right there. Oh, you got two. I think you get along with people pretty good, but there could have been like some crust or a cynical edge or something there for a while, but only because you're a vulnerable. You had that protective Teflon in front of you. So very interesting. So you have the snake. And, the snake, when you think of the snake, we all think, ooh, the snake. But if you look at this, look, it is completely wrapped around this sphere of energy. I'm not sure what this is yet, because I don't know these cards perfectly. I'm going to have to look at the book. But this looks like supportive wrap around energy for this inner core. And this inner core looks like it's something at work. It's still developing. It's still like the egg in the womb. It takes 9 months to make this perfect little being. And you know what I mean? That's what it looks like to me. I'm going to get the book. And you got the hummingbird. Oh, I like it. So much beauty. There's so much brightness coming out of these two. Look at all this. And same with this one. You are ready to expand, is what I think. That's what I think. Old Lynn thinks. So, first of all, we have the snake. Let's see. Let me find the snake. It's back. Oh, there it is. All right. So the snake is a symbol of our highest potential. It is said that the Shakti, a creative life force, lies dormant at the base of our spine in the form of a coiled snake. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering. It's the unawakened or untapped potential within you. Isn't that interesting, eh? Because look at this. Look at this beautiful flower. Gorgeous flower. And it does have a lot of potential for growth if it were only turned up the right way, like a vase, and let the light in. You know what I mean? So there's so much potential here, right? Same thing. What would life look like if you woke it up? How can you stir it from slumber? An experienced yoga meditation teacher can lead the way. Make haste, the snake card appears when there is no more time to waste. Interesting. And the hummingbird. Okay. Hummingbird. Ooh. Okay. So, inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. The sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird, and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. So, and this is quite a turnaround uh, within you, because, and you can see it starting to come to life here with this ace in the middle of a little bit of misery still, a little bit of misery still. But here's this ace starting to come to life here and wanting more and wanting uh, gratitude and fun and to laugh again and all that really I love that that's that positivity, because that's exactly what you want and that's exactly what you're working on. You're putting time and energy to making these changes in your life because you don't want to feel like this anymore. You know that there's a lot of potential within yourself. You know that you have still a lot of growth to do, in a way where we're constantly growing, learning, and all that stuff. And life would be no fun if we weren't. But anyhow, this makes a lot of sense. I'm really happy to deliver this message to you, Gemini, and I'm sure you're happy to hear it too if you have been going through kind of because when we go through a growth period, at first there is doubt. There is doubt. So that's normal. So don't be hard on yourself for that. And then you start to grow, learn new skills and tricks, and then adapt. So you're right on schedule. You're right on schedule, Gemini. So I'm really happy that things are changing for you. And I think you're going to start to see them this month. You're going to start to see those changing this month. And you actually may get challenged a few times. I'm thinking you may get challenged or tested a few times, and you're able to keep that, have a boundary, but not let it get you all like this again. You don't let it take you there. That's what I mean. Oh, this is a general reading actually, but I'm glad that I'm connecting with you so closely. It's 12:35 a.m. in Melbourne. That's what I thought you guys were probably late at night right now there, eh? I see. Well, you guys, this is really nice for you. I love that this is just really nice because it's a total different way to look at the snake. You know, just that coiled around and all that potential inside all that potential energy. And I see it as gestating still. It's still gestating. It's still simmering and cooking, and you're getting ready to, right? That's what you're doing. So, my darlings, that is probably why. Well, you're you connect at the right time with people, right? You connect at the right time. Just when you need it, or when you need to learn something. So, I'm going to go off now, but I'm going to come back with Virgo. Virgo's next. So I'm going to be about 10 minutes and then I'll be set up for Virgo. So if you have any Virgo, um, oh, hi, you're in Monterey, California. Oh, awesome. Welcome. I'm way the hangover in Ontario, Canada. I'm in southern Ontario, right on the border of New York. The closest New York town is Watertown. Like, I mean, as far as the city goes, Watertown is the closest town to me in the US. So just so you can kind of get your where I am, where you are, because I know exactly where you are. I'm a geography major, so I can configure you in my mind's map. Anyway, I better get this closed up so I can get on with the next one, and the video isn't so long. I'm not talking forever. Okay, bye, babies.